What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? This Kev here, aka Shanky and T, back again here with another video. Yo, today we got a lot to talk about, and I couldn't bring on none other than my
Yeah.
guys, G Smith, Gordon Smith, G Fit. My guy,
Yes,
my
sir,
guy,
man. Your boy G Fit in here checking in, man. Let's get it, man.
man, bro,
Wow. Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow.
what's going on, man? Like,
Wow.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Where
So,
should we start, bro?
you want to start with the negatives or the positives
I
first?
was
Because
gonna say let's start with the positives, bro. Let's
all right,
start
I
with the
start with the
positives.
positives. So we definitely was able to run the ball finally, more effectively. Michael Welch had pretty decent runs. Also, like Simeon Price, really surprised me
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
He had he was doing a really good job.
He could have had a
So
free touchdown right there. What was it, third quarter? I think they overthrew him the
yeah,
ball. Yeah, Salter overthrew him, so
right. Oh yeah,
he
you
had some
talking about on
flags.
that play? Yeah, when he dropped out.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So oh yeah, also DeKalin Taylor as well. You did see some flashes in him. He was in the slot, running different routes. And he did get a couple touches at running back, but the main focus is on running back position was Michael Welch and Simeon Price. So I'm just glad that they were actually finally able to run the ball. They look completely
Yeah.
different. What you think about the offensive line?
Bro, I like them, bro. I seen CM was getting physical, especially first
Yeah,
quarter. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Facts.
Good protection. Bro. Yeah, I like the O line, bro. It
Yeah,
was pretty
me too.
clean.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Other than that, bro, what other positives I'm trying to think off the top of my head? I like the way they attacked on special teams. Special teams didn't look bad.
Oh yeah,
That looked
for sure.
solid. Um, what else did I like out there? The defense, bro. The defense, I feel like the defense, they played a solid game, bro. I wanted to see
Right,
them stop the run more, but
right.
they kept everything in front of them.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I was very really impressed with the defense overall to a certain extent. Now
Yeah.
I don't even want to jump into the negatives just yet. I'm continuing with the positives, so I'm gonna leave that for when we get into the negatives. But I see they started to try to incorporate the tight ends a little bit as well. So we've seen some flashes
Yeah.
of Zach Atkins as well.
Yeah, I
Um,
like that.
let's get to the negatives though, because I got some issues with that, and a lot of y'all gonna see this on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. I don't care. I don't care if your feelings is hurt. I'm telling y'all what I seen with my own two eyeballs. If you don't know football, then don't even talk to me. Like if you watch the game, you can
Straight
clearly
up.
see what was going on and
Straight up.
why they didn't have the opportunity to have a much wider gap as far as score. And we're gonna, pretty much just break down what we felt like they could have did to kind of win that game. But
Bro, when we look at it, if you start at the beginning of the game, right?
right,
Georgia Tech turns the ball over 3 times, bro, and we only got 7 points out of that.
right,
And I think two of
yep,
the times it was on their side of the field.
right, it was, yeah.
We can't do that,
So
bro. You can't win like that.
something else that I noticed as well is as we talk about Caden Salter,
Mm,
I like him. I like him as a leader, but when it comes to how can I put this? His play style, he's holding the ball way too
way too long.
long. And here's my thing: as a quarterback, especially a quarterback like him, he's a dual threat quarterback. He can run really fast. So if it's not there, run.
Take
The
off.
wide receivers need to
Take
do a
off.
better job of running the routes and as well as getting that separation from the DBs. But Caden Salter, if it's not there after a certain point in time, you gotta roll out and run. Stop
Yeah.
hesitating so much. He's hesitating way too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing I seen, Kev, was the accuracy, man. It was a couple throws where it's like it could have been game changers, you feel me? Like the one
Right,
where he overthrew Price. He had a couple to receivers, and it was just too much out there, or not in the right placement. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right,
the accuracy, you could definitely see that drop off, and I think that definitely hurt him.
right.
That definitely hurt him right there. But overall, I mean, he
Um,
did good. So I don't want to get on here and act like, you know what I'm saying, he didn't play a good game.
yeah, nah,
But
we
from what I expected, bro, with the athletes that we got and the receivers that we got, we
yeah.
should have been pushing the ball downfield, you know?
I
Take
definitely agree. And then I also want to say that I felt like I know they put heavy emphasis on running the ball, which is good. I seen a lot of tendencies that I seen last year. These lateral passes has got to stop.
Nah, he gotta stop. What's the name of the OC?
Yo, you said what?
What's the name of the OC again?
Pat Shermer.
Pat
Yeah,
Shermer. Yeah,
yeah,
Pat.
yeah. They do
We
need to
done
step
got
it
enough
up.
of them bubble screens. It was to the point where I'm watching the game, bro. I'm like, come on, man. I'm as
They
me as a safety or corner, I'm coming down.
they gotta stop doing that. Like it's too predictable. They do that every single
Yeah.
year so much. It doesn't work at all. I'm being for real. Like it's so
Yeah.
predictable. Like I went into this game saying to myself, I'm like, please, I don't want to see no lateral passes. Please. Like I know y'all do that so much. Please, I don't want to see those. Bro, sure enough, sure enough, you see those lateral passes,
Man.
bro.
They started
It's
the
just
game off
way
with
too
it. I was like, all
predictable.
right, you know what I'm saying? One or two times they got Q6 in there. I was like, okay. But then
Oh,
after
y'all
that,
got
come
the
on, we gotta
Q6s in
start.
there.
We gotta start pushing the ball down, man. I think it was too predictable in the beginning. Like we didn't even score after we got that 7 points in the beginning. We didn't score until I think the end of the second or going into the third.
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro. Like we got to do a better job when it comes to that, bro. Like the play calling is better, but I'm seeing too many in the same stuff, bro. It's just not going to cut it, bro. Like when you have a new team full of new players and different athletes who specialize in different things, like you don't have Travis and Shador no more. Like that's gone. You
Straight
have a
up.
more all-around team, which means you have to incorporate new types of plays because you got to think about it. Colorado already had the advantage in this game as it pertains to the other team having less film on them. So if you run in the same plays as you watched last year, they are already watching that in film. Do something different.
That's
But
everything they seen.
man, look, I feel like there needs to be a little bit more of a balance still. Like these wide
Yeah.
receivers gonna have to get open. Now, what I do like is that I'm seeing rotation in many different position groups. So I'm
Yeah.
seeing rotation in the running back room. I'm seeing rotation in the offensive line, kind of sort of. That has pros and cons. I'm seeing rotation in on the defensive side of the ball as far as the
Yep.
linebackers and the safeties,
The
which is
safeties, yeah.
it could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. Like the good thing about that is that you having fresh new players getting out on the field, so you're not having many players getting as tired. But the downside to that is when you take one of your starter players out, they're kind of losing their momentum, in a sense. So,
Yeah.
um,
Bro, another thing I wanted to ask you, right?
yeah,
How do you feel about the time management of the whole game?
okay. I'm glad you brought this up. So, time management, bro. Let's talk about the end of the game. We have two timeouts, okay? Two timeouts. And it was like 1 minute and like 8 seconds left, 6 seconds left. Don't quote me on that. But, bro, as a quarterback, as a coach, you got two timeouts,
Two
okay?
timeouts.
You snap the ball. Caden Salter is running around, bro. He had already took 10 seconds off. We got to manage the time better. You have two timeouts. If I'm the quarterback and none of my wide receivers or tight ends is open or running backs is open, I'm running, but I'm running straight out of bounds, bro, so that I can stop the time, so I can hear him get set.
Throw the
He's
ball
running,
away,
scrambling, trying to
something.
find something. If it's not there, bro, it's not there.
Gotta throw it out.
It's not there, bro.
That killed us. That
It's
killed
not
us.
there. You got two timeouts. Like, why did they not call a timeout? Why,
Bro,
bro?
that shit had me
Answer me that, bro.
so mad. I don't want to curse, but yeah, bro, that had me heated. I'm not gonna lie. Not even one timeout? You had two, but
Not
not even
even one,
one?
bro. They didn't
And
call
I'm looking
one.
around like, I don't know. Somebody got to take on the sideline. I know you got Coach Sanders and you got the OC, but somebody has to be more vocal, you know what I'm saying, decision
Right.
making. Like it should be no reason that the time is going down and everybody's just standing there. That was crazy, bro. That was real crazy.
Um,
And then the running back, he led in receptions, bro. Did you know that?
you said what?
The running back, the Kane Taylor,
Oh yeah, DeKalb
he led
Taylor.
the team in
I'm not
receptions.
surprised about that. I don't know if you know or not, but DeKalb Taylor has some history at playing the slot. Like when he was at um his past school, he kind of started off doing that. So I'm not really surprised about that at all. But I was expecting to see a little bit more production from the other receivers in a sense. I knew they were trying to really push running the ball, but I was expecting to see a little bit more
Yeah,
Omarion Miller or Draylon Miller or Sincere, like players like that. And I just wasn't seeing that. And there's a lot of factors that come into that. They're trying to put heavy emphasis on running the ball, but in a sense, these wide receivers are going to have to get open too at the same
right.
time. And Kaden Salter is going to have to be a little bit more comfortable and confident in himself. And I do know that he's been on the big stage before, but he hasn't really been on the big stage to the
Like this, yeah.
extent of this, this level.
Magnitude. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, 100%, 100%. But it's still crazy, bro. It should be no way a running back leads the team in receptions with the type of receivers that we have, bro. That's unexcusable. I ain't gonna lie.
No, you're right.
Um, yeah, I just didn't see it, bro. I wanted them to target the middle of the field more and like, you know what I'm saying? And then incorporate the run game. But it started to get to the point where I felt like it was forcing the run game almost. And it's like, man, we gotta get down the field at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
So,
don't know. What you think about Juju? I know it's crazy, it's early, but
um, bro, it's kind of hard to say because Juju, I know he's a really good player, and I know that for his age, he's very well developed, but we can't see everything that goes on behind closed doors. But
right.
I do know that
I know he's
do we
accurate.
see
I know
flashes of Juju eventually? Yeah, but I don't know if they're wanting to give him that opportunity just
20.
yet. I think they
Right.
have in their mind that Caden Salter's kind of that veteran, and he kind of been out there. But sometimes,
That
you know,
veteran.
uh, I don't know. Thank God he
Yeah.
didn't throw no picks, but we look at some of the plays, bro. It's like,
Mm,
like you even said it at the beginning of this video, bro. Like some of these throws should have been
yeah.
completed, bro.
Easy.
Like
Easy completions. Yeah.
that one with Simeon Price, bro.
Yeah. That could have been a touchdown. I would have tied it up. Yeah. So when I was looking at him, I'm thinking, I'm like, man, what a Matt Juju
Yeah,
back there, bro. He could dice up a defense, bro. He's
yeah,
accurate, very accurate. Like that's one thing all the players notice. And I
right,
just did not see that, bro. And I'm like, dang, that's what we need right there, bro. There's no way we can have these receivers, Miller, not
bro.
all of them, bro. Not, you feel me? Not
I
capitalize. Like we can't, yeah.
I was expecting to see a little bit more, bro. I can't lie. On the defensive side, I think the defensive line did pretty good overall.
Yeah.
Now,
Let's see how many sacks
safety,
do we have.
safety, I'm scratching my head at a little bit. Um,
Bro, they was rotating. They had like a rotation
they did have a
going back
rotation.
there.
You had Toffee Buyer, you had Ben Finnisef starting off, Carter Stoudemire, Love, Slaughter. I think Slaughter was in there for a little bit. But
Right.
you know, linebackers, Martavius French did really good. I like the way he
Yeah.
did. However, it's a lot of missed tackles that I noticed in this game. Like when Haynes King, you could tell he was hurt. That's number one. You could tell
Yeah.
Haynes King was hurt. I wasn't sure if it was like his back or leg, what it was, but
Looked
that
like his hip.
play
Yeah.
when he ran for that long touchdown, like I don't know what the disconnect was, bro, but if you see that they, first of all, Georgia Tech runs the ball very effectively. When you see them constantly giving the ball to Haynes King numerous times and they're this close to the first down, y'all got to be anticipating that.
Right.
You got, I see Haynes King rolling out, then he fake it and he shoot right up the gap.
Shoot right up
I'm
the
like, how
gap.
did y'all not anticipate that? Y'all
Yeah.
should know it's coming.
They
He
should have
did
had
it
a
like
QB
five
watch,
times in a
something.
row.
QB watch or something. It looked like 50 was on him at the beginning of the game, but as the game went on, it's kind of like they drifted away from it. which is crazy because that's when he started running more. That's when he started to heat up.
That's a bro.
Let me see. What did he
Georgia
run
Tech is
with?
going to run
Word
the
for
ball, run the ball. They got to be anticipating that, bro. Haynes King, I
bro.
gotta
You know
give him
what Hayne
props.
King ran for?
He's good, bro.
156. One fifty
He can
six and
run.
3 touchdowns. 156
Yeah,
and
see,
three
see,
touchdowns. We
see.
can't have that though. You can't win a game like that.
He had
156?
running back stats.
Yeah. Nah, he went
They gotta
crazy.
be
He won them this
anticipating that.
game, bro. All the mistakes they made, the game shouldn't even been what it was.
When Haynes King ran up that gap and ran for that touchdown, bro, I seen a little bit of laziness from a couple players.
Yeah.
And I know some people on Twitter are going to be in their feelings about this, but I don't really care. I seen what I seen, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when he was running, bro, I seen players just looking at him run up the gap. Like,
Jogging.
are y'all gonna
Mm.
dive? Are y'all gonna like speed up something? Like, what the hell y'all doing?
Yep. Yep. As the game
So
went on, bro, they need that leader on defense that could really, you know what I'm saying, revamp them. Like, all right, let's recollect, let's go back in again. You know, they started the game off sharp. Like I seen everybody pursuing to the ball. Everybody's getting after it. As the game went on and kept running it, it just looked like they just
they
kind of got
had
relaxed.
more. They had more than enough opportunities because they had 3 turnovers within 8 minutes, bro. So
In
that means they had
8 minutes.
the opportunities to get the ball back. They just had to simply convert. Okay, they
That's
had to
it.
simply convert. If I'm not mistaken, the very first play was a lateral pass, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nah, it was like a bubble to
Yeah,
Q6, something
something
like
similar to
that.
that.
Yeah.
I remember. I'll never forget. That was their same first play last year. Predictable,
With Draylon Miller, right?
predictable, bro. Yes,
Yeah, they
predictable.
ran
Like
something like that. Yeah.
what the?
Nah, he loves them lateral plays, bro. I
Hey,
don't know if
chat.
he thinks
Like,
because
am I
I
bugging?
know the first 2 years, right, Kev, the O line was bad. So he
Right,
was using that as part of the run game. But now
right,
it's like, all right, we got a run game. We don't gotta do screens for 3 yards every first and second down.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah,
And
bro.
then I would like to see a counter off of that. All right, if we are going to run these screens, at some point, let's let JoJo or somebody fake a screen, fake block, get upfield, let's throw the ball.
Right.
I didn't see no counters. I'm like, come on, man. Pat Shermer, that's an ex NFL coach.
Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, you're right. Um, I said this before the season start. This game is going to be a statement game. This game is going to, deter what Colorado needs to improve on as far as a unit. And did Colorado do absolutely terrible? No.
No,
Did they do great? No,
no.
not at all. Have they improved in many areas? Of course, they improved in many areas, but there's still some things that need to be situated, and cleaned up in the coaching staff, play calling, as well as the players as well. You could definitely see the difference in, how can I put it? Swayze really made an impact on a lot of these young
Physicality,
dudes.
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So shout
Physicality.
out to Coach Swayze with that. That's something I really noticed. Even my fiance is watching me. She even noticed that too. It's like,
Right,
yeah, you
right.
can really see that.
Yeah.
Um, but they had opportunities. They just didn't take advantage of the moment. It's too much laziness. The play calling is a little suspect still on the offensive side of things. I don't know what conversation needs to be had with Pat Shermer. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Straight up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pat
Yeah.
Shermer. Um, at the end of the day, I'm still a Colorado fan, but these are just things I'm noticing as a fan. And yeah, it is what it
So
is.
from now, right now, right, you go in the
Yeah.
locker room, bro. What do they got to do for next week? What do they got to do to get better?
Okay. They got to be consistent in everything they do. Consistent for all 4 quarters. And what does that mean? We can say consistent until we blue in our
Right.
face, but what does that mean, bro? I feel like they were really good with, as far as not being the most penalized team. Georgia Tech was kind
Yeah.
of
Oh,
that
it,
was
it
kind of
was
their downfall as well.
right.
I hate that my face is paused and screen, but I would definitely just say they got to wrap up and tackle number one.
They got
I'll
to
be having
tackle.
a personal conversation with Caden Salter as far as what's the disconnect was as far as him holding the ball too long. We had that issue with Shador in a sense last year with him holding the ball a little bit too long. And we're starting to see that now as well. I don't, but it goes two ways, like I said before. It
Right.
goes two ways. Like it's the wide receivers too. Like they
Not getting
have
open.
to be open.
All right.
They got to
But
be
I
open.
doubt. You think the receivers wasn't open for majority of
I
them
have to go
plays
back and
were?
watch the game and really, really figure out and watch the film
All right.
thoroughly. Um, there were opportunities when they were open. Like when you're a quarterback, you don't snap the ball and wait until they finish their route. The quarterback knows the play. They know your routes. The ball should already be thrown as soon as they
Anticipation.
break out of
Yep. The
they
breaks.
route.
Yep.
So
I ain't
it's
see
still
no
some disconnect there,
anticipation.
bro.
It didn't look like no like chemistry between any of them.
Yeah,
Like when Shador started last year, you seen a chemistry off rip with him and Wester,
you
him and
got
Miller. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't see none of that
yeah.
like urgency.
Yeah, uh, I gotta agree. And going into the season, that was something that a lot of people had brought up as far as how would the chemistry be with the team as well this year. Like, because when you look at teams that are really, really successful, like these dudes been playing with each other for a while, 4 or 5 years straight. So it's kind of like they was able to build that team chemistry. These dudes, you go into the portal and stuff like that, they haven't technically played with each other as well. So you can practice, 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 practice. But when you get in the game, stuff gets a little bit translated different because you got the crowd, you got the
Right.
pressure, you got a different defense that you're going against.
Right.
Um, so they have
Man.
to they have to really, really maximize their opportunities when they get these turnovers because they had 3 turnovers. Like that just don't happen all the time. Like they
Right.
gotta
Start the
convert.
game off.
They got to convert. And it's a couple plays where I wouldn't punt. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a risk taker.
I would have went for it.
If I'm
Yeah.
1 yard away from the first down, punt. I'm going for it.
Right.
Come
Right.
on. I'm going for it.
Right.
You gotta risk it for a little bit. You have to risk it now. If I'm 6 yards away, I might gotta punt it. We should have converted. That's my whole idea. Mata did a good job today.
Yeah.
He kicked the 43-yard kick today. I was
Seen that.
surprised because I thought he was only doing short kicks from what we was
Yeah,
told.
you did say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He showed up
I don't
today.
know
He
what
booted
happened
that
with that.
joint. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, punting looked better. He kicking it out the end zone now.
Yeah, they
But
kicking out the end zone now.
yeah,
Special teams look good.
yeah, special teams looking good.
I'm just mad, bro, because I'm like, dang, this is a game that could have really helped
Could have
Colorado
really
on the
helped
sense
Colorado.
of giving them momentum, a game we could have stole, you know? So now it's
Yeah,
like, I mean, they got Delaware next week. They can go ahead and get that dub. But this was a game that they could have, solidify some things.
right.
Yep.
He said
What they say?
K-Salt blew it, and it was a big. But I think him and the rest of the offense will be fine next week. Yeah, I think they'll come back a little
Yeah.
bit sharper next week. I definitely agree with you with that.
Oh, yeah.
I have an unpopular opinion, but I say this in the most humblest way as possible. No game on Colorado's schedule they should take lightly at all. And I'm gonna say that until I'm
Oh,
blue in
no
my
game.
face. They're Colorado's not in the position to the point where you can take any team lightly. They play
Right.
Delaware next week. Cool. Me and you, we from Delaware. Okay.
Yep.
Well, not from Delaware, but Um,
Yeah.
you can't take that program lightly. I got like a short in my thing.
And I watched Delaware play, bro. Delaware, they gonna show up. I mean, Delaware is not as good as I thought they would be, but they
Yeah,
can run the ball and they can tackle. You feel me? They're a disciplined team.
yeah.
So that's the one good thing I'll say. I didn't see Colorado get as many penalties. It didn't look like it was too many miscommunications, stuff like that. Dumb stuff, false start.
That's been a heavy emphasis as far as what Dion has been preaching about, as far as attention to detail and being not being the most penalized team. Because you remember last year they had the most. They was the most penalized team
Right.
in their conference, which is ridiculous. And when you're not the most, and when you're the most penalized team, when you're the most inconsistent team, when you're the most lazy team, less prepared team, you lose games. You lose
Yeah.
games. Um, Colorado has been a second half type of team in the previous years, so I was curious to see how they was going to look coming out
Right.
into the second half. Um, Caden Salter seemed like he got a little bit more comfortable close to the
As a
second
game.
half, but
Yeah. Not
those
enough.
last drives kind of mess everything. I ain't
Just
gonna lie.
killed it.
And that goes from the
Killed it.
quarterback, that goes to coaching, and time management. Those three things. Seriously.
That can't happen. That can't happen, bro. Especially with the coaching staff that they got, that can't happen
Yeah, not
late in
at
the
all.
game.
Not at all. Yeah, you made a very valid point. Uh, they got to know that.
Yep.
I'm over looking
Yep.
at the clock, looking at Dion, looking at the clock, looking at Dion. I'm like,
Like, yo, somebody gonna do something? Runs out of bounds. Man, that is crazy. We're gonna see where they go from here. Oh man, I'm just disappointed. I'm like, damn, that because that would
yeah,
have been a start, bro. If they got that dub, I ain't gonna lie, the momentum, and it's still like they still have a long season. They still could compete in the Big 12. I feel like with the defense we got, the D line was real physical. I like how they was stopping the run, but we gotta do something on that offense. Well, I ain't running game beside answer. Yep, that
yeah,
answered the question for sure.
yeah, they
But
did.
damn, can we throw the ball now?
I really, really like our center. I like our
Yeah.
center, Zarian McGill.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. I was watching him the whole game. I like him a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
he made a lot of checks.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, they was
He did a
blitzing. He was
really, really good
calling them
job.
out. So that was great. That was great.
Um, I'm trying to think what else. So I have to watch a little bit more film. I didn't get a chance to really really watch Delaware versus Delaware State game to figure out
Hmm.
what how Delaware is looking. Obviously, we can watch film, but that doesn't mean a team is going to come out in the same type of scheme as
Right.
well. Of course, there's going to be some plays and things like that that they do and tendencies that we need to watch out for. But they're probably going to come to Boulder with a little bit more of a different type of scheme, like I said. So um, it's going to be exciting, but I think Colorado did better than a lot of people thought that they were going to do, though.
Right.
Um, I was looking at the spreads and looking at some of the tweets and stuff. Yeah, people saying Colorado was going to lose like 45 to like 15, some crazy stuff like that, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But I knew that this team was going to be better, but they still have room for improvement. And to your point, bro, they have a long season ahead of them, but I don't need this team to just win. They need to actually literally dominate. And I say that because if they dominate when they go to the playoffs,
It's gonna be
they're going
easy.
to face opponents that's on a higher caliber. They're going to have to
Yeah.
really, really match that energy
Four
plus
quarters.
more.
Yeah.
So, um, let let us know in the comment section though. What do y'all feel like Colorado needs to improve on based upon the game that y'all watched? Like, I know a few of y'all
Yeah.
have the answer, but what y'all feel like Colorado genuinely needs to improve? Not being biased, even if you are a fan, what does Colorado need to improve?
Keep it all the way 100. And I mean, I watched that Delaware game. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They got to come on with their head straight. Delaware is not no pushover at all.
They
Um.
have secret athletes.
Yeah.
People not going to hear this. I tweeted something out a while ago. Somebody trying to go back and forth with me on Twitter. I don't even do that.
What?
I basically just said that people need to get out their feelings and realize and humble themselves that pretty much what I said earlier, that no team on their schedule is light at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Colorado had a good season last year. It wasn't a great season, so they have to capitalize on that. Now they're starting the season off 0-1. Obviously, this is a non-conference game, but you know,
Still count,
um,
man. Every
yeah,
game. Let me see.
Georgia Tech coach is hilarious. I,
I
I
know he
ain't
was
never
pissed.
been, yo. They had asked
Yo,
him at halftime, like, what do you think? Like the
He
way
said
he answers questions,
3 turnovers. That's what I think.
yeah, 3-3.
I swear I had a coach like him growing up, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, even in his
He's
press
funny.
conference, like a couple days before the game, they was asking him about his one of the practices, and he was
Oh
saying how they
yeah,
did terrible. But
yeah,
yeah, bro.
man. Yeah, they
Uh,
got to get it together.
uh,
We're gonna see, man. They gotta make these improvements, these adjustments. Next week, bro, I do not want them to come out there and be running these bubble screens, bro. I
they
can't. I
gotta
can't.
they gotta continue to make the first punch, first throw. This was a close game. I really thought it was gonna go to overtime. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna have opportunity. Even that last play where Caden Salter threw that Hail Mary pass, low
Yeah,
key.
you thought he
Braylon
was gonna
probably
catch
could
it.
have still caught that
He could
after it
have.
bounced off. It was like
Yeah,
right behind him right here. I'm like,
yeah,
oh man.
yeah. He wasn't looking for
Oh
it. He was just trying to bat the ball down. It looked like, and then it just bounced
yeah.
right on his. I'm like, damn, damn.
But yeah, my five takeaways as far as what I need to improve, you could drop your five, even if it's mine, is going to be um they gotta work on tackling, wrapping up, too many missed
Yeah,
tackles, um, time management, managing the clock better. Uh Caden Salter's gonna have to improve on his confidence and not holding the ball for so long because that's taking too much time and the play is dead after a certain amount of seconds. Seriously. Um, I would say the DB room needs a little bit more improvement. I'm gonna be real, be honest. They
yep,
didn't Georgia Tech didn't utilize the wide receivers as much, but you're gonna have opponents that's gonna be able to use the wide receivers down the line. And then my fifth thing will probably be, um, yeah, bro, it'd have to be. Let me really be thinking hard about this.
play calling.
Play calling. I'm gonna either say play calling on the offensive side when it comes to certain things, or I'm gonna have to go with just overall just stopping the run, bro. They're
Yeah,
gonna have to learn how to do that effectively,
four
stopping the
quarters.
run, because teams
Four
are gonna
quarters.
take advantage of that. I'm like, oh yeah, Colorado can't even stop the run still.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what would your five be?
Bro, my five is the same exact thing, bro. But out
Yeah,
of my five, play calling, man. They got to do better play calling. I know the game, it wasn't a bad call game, but
yeah.
those just them little calls could have made a big difference, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they made it easy on Georgia Tech, bro, in the sense that they was just playing free out there. Their defense was just running to the ball. They didn't have too much to think about.
Right.
Let me see what they say. Play
You
calling
said
is questionable.
play calling questionable a few times when we had momentum running on third and two, on fourth they called pass play. Yeah, I I agree with that. Obviously they ran the ball better. We can definitely all agree with that. But
Mhm.
there's some plays where I feel like they probably could have kept running the ball. Because
Yeah,
telling you, bro, shout out to Simeon Price, shout out to Micah. Marshall Falk has definitely came into that room and you
you
could
see the
see a
difference.
difference.
Yep.
You can see a difference. And I'm just hoping that they a little bit more balanced next game. I would say run the ball a little bit more, but they're gonna have to incorporate that pass a little bit too. And they're gonna have to get the ball to the tight ends this year. They're gonna have to utilize the tight ends this year. Zach Atkins, I feel like really can do something.
Yeah, nah, he looked good. He's fast. He's
Oh, he's
fast,
fast.
explosive.
He reminds me of a he's a tight end, but he plays like a wide receiver in the sense.
Yeah, I think he was a wide receiver that converted
Like
into
those
tight end,
two.
if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
I
In
I
high
don't know
school,
if he
he was
played.
receiver.
Yeah, I think he played
Yeah,
wide receiver at some point, but you know, I don't know. Dalton Hayden, I'm not sure when he'll be back.
yeah,
So I want to see how he's going to look at running the ball as well. I know they're going to incorporate him. So the running backs that we'll probably see rotating is going to be obviously Simeon Price, DK, um, Micah, and Dallin.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, bro.
yeah,
I'm not as pissed off as I was no more. I ain't gonna lie, I
yeah.
was tight.
I feel
I
as
was
we
tight.
talked it through, I'm not mad at them. It's just like, damn, we could have stole that game. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, we could definitely win that game. We
but
could
we're gonna
definitely win
see
that
if
game.
they improve, man. You know what I'm saying? We're here for the long run, so
Oh yeah, for sure. And nothing that we saying, we ain't knocking Colorado off. We ain't
don't
doing
get in your
that. We ain't
feelings.
losing faith in the team. These are just
None
simple
of that.
things that they need to improve on. If you still sensitive about that, even after I said all that, I done gave y'all positives and negatives. I started off with the positives. If y'all still sensitive about it, like y'all are with some of these other channels, I mean, yeah, might
I
as
go
well
cry
just
about it, man. It's football at the end of the day. Everybody gotta do their job. Uh, yeah, man, we're gonna see. Hopefully next week, you know what I'm saying, we got people in more spots that are stable, you know what I'm saying? We just not rotating everybody. Hopefully they found something out through this game.
yeah.
Um, bro, they got put Taylor behind the tackle too. I don't know why they wasn't doing that. Like, I don't know because he's a smaller dude, they just think they could use him in a slot, but I feel like he get through them seams.
Yeah, I'm about to say you got 6 foot something tackles and guards.
He could,
Being a running back that small, that shifty, and that fast, you ain't really gonna be able to find them. And then
right,
I noted that his vision is very, very good as
good.
well.
He has good
I
vision.
seen the
Yeah,
ball being thrown up to him downfield a little bit more than the other wide receivers. I'm like, hmm,
right.
that's that's different. Not to
Yeah,
knock
they
him
gotta
off, but usually you throw the ball downfield, usually throw it to the wide out like a Sincere Brown or Hakeem Williams, like those bigger receivers as well. I don't even know how many receptions
bro, he had
Marion
like
Miller had.
he had two, bro. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, see,
I'll pull
yeah,
it up for you right now. Two is crazy. So I don't know if it's more so like a trust thing or I don't know.
yeah. I don't know
Um,
why they didn't get as many receptions because JoJo didn't get his first reception until I
let's see
believe the end of
here.
third quarter.
Yep. Miller, he had one reception, only one.
Yeah, like when you're looking at it
Uh,
from a recruitment standpoint, now obviously this is still early in the season. Obviously, I mean,
yeah.
let's say this
Game
was
one.
the, huh?
I said game one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's say this was to occur on a consistent basis. Not saying it will, so don't go twisting my words. Not saying it will, but let's say this was to occur. We're looking at this from a recruiting standpoint. You know, if I'm a recruit and I'm a wide receiver or a tight end, and they're trying to recruit me, I'm going to be looking like, are they going to utilize me? Am I going to be getting some play time? Like, how's that going to look for me? So that's why I said before they're going to have a little bit more of a balance. Okay, now we see that they are able to run the ball.
Run the ball.
Okay,
Um,
now we have to be consistent with that. We're also going to have to utilize our tight ends. We're also going to have to utilize our wideouts as well. So it could be more all around. Um, yeah, bro. I don't know.
do you see him struggling with Delaware next week?
Do I see them struggling with Delaware next week?
Yeah.
I don't see them necessarily struggling with Delaware. No, I see the game being not an easy one, but I feel like if Colorado does some things early on, I feel like they have the upper advantage to not blow them out, but have a gap.
Right.
Like I said, Delaware's not a bad program at all whatsoever. So I can't even sit here up here and just say that. Um,
Right.
but it's a lot of factors. Delaware boys coming to Colorado, that that um that elevation plays a factor. Like
Right.
you
Right.
see a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
they are
dudes
as that is
on
at
Georgia Tech
Colorado.
getting hurt as
Uh
well. Well, not getting hurt, but like cramps and stuff.
cramping.
That's real,
Yeah.
bro. They was a mile above sea level,
Yeah, that's different.
so those are factors. I don't know how early Delaware is coming down to Colorado. If they're coming down a day early, 2 days early, I don't know. But that type of stuff matters as well. Like you really, really need about 3 weeks to get your body used to that elevation out there in
Yeah.
Colorado. That's a different story. I've never been out there, but I've heard different stories about
I
that.
heard it's crazy.
Um,
Boxers be training up there.
I feel like Colorado's going to have to really, really lock in and be even more focused than what they have been. Yes, they progress. Yes, they have a lot to improve on. They're going to have to lock in even more. Like, I don't know what it's going to take for them to really, really all be dogs. Like, they need more leaders.
Yeah, that's why I
They
said
need
this game was missing that leadership, bro.
they need more
Yeah,
leaders on both sides of the ball.
bro. Yeah.
For what I can see, as far as what I
Mm.
see on pregame show, Reach People Media, stuff like that. They need more leaders in the rooms.
Leadership. Yeah.
Um, like a lot of these dudes, this is their last season. Like that mediocre bull jump ain't going is really, really not gonna cut it. That just getting by stuff is not really gonna cut it at all. They're gonna have to really, really come with it as a from a player aspect, from the coaching aspect, from a scheme of things. They're gonna really have to separate themselves in this conference because this is not what I say, but this is what other people say looking from the outside in is that this conference is light anyway. That's what a lot of people say. So if we're having close games or we're struggling, that already puts us as a disadvantage, especially with these ranking polls. They hate Colorado.
All right.
Colorado is always in somebody's mouth or
Yeah.
tweets. So Colorado has to make that as statements with their actions by winning games, by dominating games, by being a more versatile team. Like they have so much talent and potential. They just gotta really, really put it to work, bro. They got the coaching staff, bro. Nobody got a coaching staff like Colorado.
Nobody got a coaching
That's
staff like
cool.
that.
And that's cool, but how much does that really, really matter if you're not dominating?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Compared to Iowa State and Kansas State, I don't know where I'll rank Colorado performance. I feel like they
Yeah,
right on. It's gonna be competitive, bro. Seeing Iowa State and Kansas, I wasn't too impressed. So they definitely got a chance to win this conference. Like it's
they're
doable.
gonna have
Nobody in the
to
conference is a bully or anything like that.
right. They're gonna have to worry about I would say Arizona State, Iowa State, Kansas State. So all the damn states. They're
Yeah.
gonna have to worry about them. They're gonna have to worry. And when I say worry, I don't mean like, oh my God, they're gonna come destroy them. But like these are teams that you really, really gonna have to lock in for. TCU,
Mm. Wait,
that's
they
a
in the Big
rival
12?
now. Yeah, like
Oh yeah,
TCU,
yeah.
they
They
try
made
to get
it.
their
Okay.
get back.
Oh yeah. I didn't know they
Um,
they transferred to the Big 12. Okay.
yeah. Um, Trying to figure out what other team. We're trying to picture their schedule in my head. BYU, I don't know how they're looking this season. If anybody can tell me in the comment section, did they play their first game yet? I'm not sure off the top of my
Yeah,
head,
I'm not
but
sure on
BYU
that.
is another team. That's gonna be a rematch. That's gonna be a dogfight. These are gonna be dogfight games, bro. Everybody want to knock Colorado off, especially. Let's keep it real, bro. You got we come to Colorado, bro. We know there's celebrities and all that stuff there. Cool, but that's also a chance for that team that's coming to be put in a bigger platform as well, because there's so much attention and media to Colorado, and we have things such as like NIL and stuff like that. That stuff kind of matters in a sense because of your branding, and as far as you putting yourself on the map, because you have so many NFL connections and players on the other
Yeah.
side of the ball. These games are nationally televised. They're on ESPN and many other platforms as well. So you're really going to have to really show out. And a lot of teams are really, really trying to knock Colorado off because they are one of the most hated teams. And if they knock Colorado off, okay, they did that on national television. Now eyes are on them. Like, who are they? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. They gotta definitely be mindful of that.
Yeah,
We're gonna see, man. It's gonna be a great season.
yeah.
Glad to kick it off. I was watching Cincinnati. That's gonna be a game they got a problem with. Cincinnati's
Cincinnati
better than
is,
I thought. Tech, I heard is real good. Got a lot of receivers.
yeah, they
So
are.
we're gonna see. They gonna have to bring their A game from here on out. You definitely right. That schedule is not. It looked like a schedule you could just walk through, but when you start looking at it, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
Even
game's gonna be tough.
Wyoming is not. Hmm,
Not no pushover.
Some of y'all gonna butcher me for saying this, but Wyoming, they're not. Obviously, they're not. Oh my God, Wyoming's coming to town, but you
Sneak a
still
win.
can. They're sneaky.
Yeah, a sneak
They'll
a
give you a
win.
dog fight. They're not going to try to just give up the game for you. I
Right.
mean, so I don't know, bro. When is I know the next game is on Saturday. What time does that game start?
That game it starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. So
2:30 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern
Okay,
time.
good. So that'd be an earlier game that we have to catch.
Nah, we definitely gotta catch that, man. I'm ready for
You-
next week. I was pissed, so this cooled me off a little bit. I'm
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
disappointed. Uh, could have
Do
won the
you
game. Could have.
do you in chat? Do y'all think that the weather initially had a factor on anything at all? Like I know they have a new field. Like the lady showed the turf. I didn't know they had like little wood inside the chip that's supposed to soak up the moisture a little bit more. That's
Yeah, I
kind of
seen
cool.
that. I was
I
watching the
seen a couple
game.
players take their visors off, stuff like that, you know. But do you feel like that really took a toll on Georgia Tech turn over the ball so fast, like in the beginning?
Yeah, if anything, bro, I feel like it affected Georgia Tech more than Colorado,
Colorado,
and
yeah,
we just didn't capitalize on it. Yeah,
right,
Georgia Tech was playing sloppy. The ball was slipping, fumbles, all type of stuff.
yeah,
I don't know.
I
Maybe
agree.
is that you think that's why we didn't throw the ball as much in the beginning, deep, or you think we was just trying to establish the run game, or was that the weather?
That could be a factor, but
Yeah,
also I know that they made heavy emphasis on just running the ball
ball,
overall. So I
right?
think they were testing the waters, and once it was successful, they kind of just really kind of just stuck with it, stuck with it, stuck
Stuck.
with it,
Yeah,
stuck with it. It kind of helped build up that momentum, like we were talking about. But when it comes to certain plays and certain downs, you would have expected them to continue to push the ball, run the ball a little bit more.
yeah, yeah,
But you know, not everything's gonna be perfect. This is what we notice from the outside looking in. When you're on the field, it's a whole nother story
yeah.
situation.
Especially week one,
So
you got to clean up a lot.
correct. So it's best for them to just watch film to understand the film and really, really ask questions, get in there, do overtime watching film. Like Coach Prime even made a statement that when you look at some of these guys' film time, some of these dudes aren't watching to look at film, and that concerns me because
Mm,
y'all are not y'all taking advantage of y'all in a negative way of the opportunity that you do have. So,
yeah.
but yeah, bro, but they're gonna have to really, really watch film more, and get a little bit more comfortable and continue to build that team chemistry. That's what's gonna help them win games and eventually dominate.
Slow that game down. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah,
hit it. We hit pretty much everything, man. I'm happy
yeah,
overall. We're gonna see what
yeah.
they do next week. Let's get the receivers involved. Let's get what I'm saying, more balanced offense. Defense, we could improve. Tackle. We need a tackle. We need a tackle, pursue, and just don't get lazy. The
Right,
same way we came out in the first quarter, we need to be pursuing to the ball all the way like that to the fourth quarter. So
right.
with
Yeah.
that, we can go a long way. But um overall, I wouldn't say this was a is a
What
bad loss. I don't want to say
what
that.
grade would you in chat answer this question too? What grade would you give this game as far as Colorado's performance from a school grading scale A, B, C, D, or F?
Mm, that's a good question.
I give it a C plus.
You see, as a fan,
You
I
said
want
you said as a
to.
fan.
As a fan, I feel like I got two different grades, bro.
Okay.
Okay, from
Yeah.
the player mindset and just knowing what I suspected from Colorado and their coaching staff and who they got on there, I give them a D. And, I just
D.
expected way more. I felt like they should have, like I even told you beforehand, I'm like, bro, this is a mismatch. If they could run the ball, they could have did anything else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like they did not capitalize on anything. So I give them a D. But from a fan point, I give them a C plus. C plus.
Yeah. I'll The reason why I said C plus is because, like I said, they weren't terrible. They're at that middle ground where they can go either way. They can either get better or get worse. They can either change up the scheme of things or not change the scheme of things and be
Right.
worse and be predictable and lose games, more games, get blown out. So they're kind of at that middle ground, and
Hmm.
it was first game. And we look at a program like Georgia Tech, they're not a bad program at
Program.
all
Right.
whatsoever. They got a hell of a coach, so that's also a factor. Obviously, they had a new team in a sense as well, as far as the front five. But
Right.
you know, it's still room to improve. So I'll give them a C plus or just a C.
Yeah, let's go with a C, bro. They don't deserve no C
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
plus.
yeah.
They ain't,
I give them a C. I give them a
after
C.
that time management, hell no. Give them a
Yeah,
C.
yeah, yeah. They got the most important thing they really, really need to work on. It's really the little things, bro. It's really the little thing. I'm
Yeah.
just happy that they wasn't a team that was penalized.
Yeah,
That
that's
really
what I
helped them
say. That's
out.
why I said I can't be too mad as a Colorado fan. I didn't see penalties.
Right.
Um, the defense was in the right alignment, and the line was blocking, and we finally could run the ball. So that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Close.
That's the main thing. So we just got to clean up the little stuff, bro.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
So, but bro, that's all I got. I'm looking forward to the rest of this week. Just really, really hearing what Coach Prime had said to the team before the game and after the game as well. Figure out if what he's saying to the team correlates with what we are saying, and what we see from the outside looking in. And I'm hoping that to see adjustments made, and I'm hoping to see accountability from each players, and for more
Yes,
guys
sir.
to really, really step up and lean on each other to really, really maximize their opportunity because they have an opportunity of a lifetime that many people will kill to have. So,
Yes, sir.
but like I said, that's all I got. Got Delaware next. And yeah,
Yeah, let's do it, man. I'm ready.
we'll
I'm
do it.
excited.
But all right, bro. Appreciate you for hopping on. Make sure y'all go follow him. Gore, you wanna say
Yeah,
your handle?
215 G Fit on Instagram. I'll go
Mhm.
ahead and follow me there. Check me out. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be checking in with Kev all season long, and we want
Yep.
to see where these Buffs take it for sure.
Also, if we can, I will try to go on live as we're watching the game. I'm still trying to learn how to upload the game up on here as we're watching it, but just like a live reaction of the game. I'll try my best to do that next Saturday if I'm able to. No promises, but be on the lookout for that. And if you are new to my channel, please, please, please do me such a huge favor. Subscribe, comment, like, share my channel out. Please, that'll be a huge plus for me. But I do appreciate everybody who's subscribed and who's been rocking with me thus far. I can't be successful without y'all. And yeah, this is gonna be a real, real exciting season. And I'm just hoping that y'all are with me through the journey. So, but y'all have a blessed night, bro. You have a blessed night as well. And I'll tap in with you the
Already,
rest of the
fam.
week.